Today's...
I promise you with every fiber of my being, because I'll probably be one of those people, that if anybody comes for these people and tries to drag them out by force, there will be protests of people like me, American citizens, who are going to stand there and do everything possible to prevent these women and children, which is all who these people are.
How about the criminals? How about the terrorists? How about the convicted?
How do you sort
Stop.
through
How do you know who it is?
How do you sort through
Well,
that's the problem.
I
don't know who
stop,
it is.
stop. I'm sorry. I live next to these people. I can tell you they are women and they are children. Are there terrorists among them? I don't know. But I can tell you that
And
there
neither does the government,
But I
which
can
is
tell
why
you,
we have to
but
figure
let
this
me
out.
Okay, but what I'm telling you right now, practically speaking, is that there will be people, American citizens, who will prevent these little kids from being dragged out of these shelters. There are. And what's going to happen to these people? What is going to happen to the military when the military opens fire on us?
No one's.
Can you say? Hang on one sec, Chuck. I just
We're
wanna ask
way
you
down a
because
rabbit hole here.
You can continue to live with, just pack up your bags and let ICE know you're going too. America is not responsible for the world or the world's citizens. There's just not enough room in the inn. Hello, friend, and welcome back to The Conservative Poet with me, Amania. As you know, on this channel, we talk everything politics, reactions, political commentary, a little bit of humor, some parody to drive home the crazies that we are seeing in the society. So if you're back, that means you enjoyed the content. So help me out, friend. Like, share, and comment. That way other people can find The Conservative Poet and they can enjoy this awesome content that we're putting out. So thank you very much for your participation. Again, like, share, comment. It all helps me out. Without further ado, we're going to get into this video right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The enemy from within. The enemy is not foreign, but it is indeed domestic. Our military service is to protect America. I don't believe that the military was created to only go out and fight in foreign wars and protect foreign sovereignty and protect foreign countries from themselves. I believe it was created to protect America. So right now we have a crisis on our hands in this country, and we need our military to help fix this problem. Since President-elect Donald J. Trump has stated that, yes, indeed, he may have to use the service of the military to get these foreigners out of the country, to get rid of some of this immigration, to get rid of some of these illegals that's here. Many in the media are coming out here boo-hoo whining and crying and trying to fear-monger people into believing that the military is going to come in and shoot you down to take the illegals out of the way, and they're going to come in there and they're going to do all this stuff, and they're going to just literally be snatching people up out of the streets, out of their beds and all of that. That's not how it's going to go. They're going to start by removing those who are here illegally. They're going to take up the illegal criminals who are here, who are terrorizing the people of this country, and they're going to take them up and they're going to ship them back out to their country. So that's where it's going to start. And slowly but surely, they're going to move into the interior because the people have been dropped off all over this country. And so they're going to start there. And I'm sorry to say, but it has to happen in order for us to be a functioning country. It has to happen. There's no way. And those who are boohoo whining and crying, well, then you can just pack up and go with them if you want to leave as well. Friend, I have a question. Do you pledge your allegiance to your country? Do you pledge your allegiance to your nation? Do you pledge your allegiance to America. If you live in America, if you are born citizen, if you are naturalized citizen, if you were an adopted citizen, then you have become an American citizen. So therefore, pledging your allegiance to the country that you live in would be a no-brainer. And it would be a no-brainer for those who were born in this country. But unfortunately, not everyone pledges their allegiance to America. Early on in our history, our children, our students were taught to love country, to love God, to love your family, to love your neighbors, to love your friends, and to learn the words and to learn about those that came before. The Bible was the best history book for these students. But unfortunately, in our day, the Bible has been removed from the schoolhouse. And so, with the Bible being removed, love of country being removed, we have a country now with children, citizens, adults, and young who does not care about their country, who does not care about their history, who does not care about morals, who does not care about being and doing the right thing. And so now we have to learn how to reshape and reteach our students. There's pledges that's been put out there. And I'm going to read a pledge. And this is for citizens of the country. May it be children, may it be adults. Our country is a country that is made of patriots. And so therefore, we pledge to protect it from foreign allies and foreign agitators. We pledge to protect it from Satans within the country, those who want to destroy it. As citizens, we are sworn to protect our land because this is the land that we have. And so we're going to read a little bit about our pledge as citizens of this country. Protect America from enemies, foreign and domestic, is a phrase from the U.S. oath of office that refers to the commitment to defend the country against threats from both inside and outside of the United States of America. The oath of office is a public commitment to serve the country and its people. It is taken by many government officials, military personnel, and law enforcement officers. The oath includes the following: a commitment to support and defend the Constitution, a commitment to bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, a commitment to take the obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, a commitment to well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the citizenship, for those of us who's not active in the military or in office. The oath is intended to emphasize the importance of the role of a citizen and the additional importance of taking on government services. Friend, are you exhausted with the gaslighting from the left? Because I know I am. And sometimes it can be a tad bit stressful. And in those moments, I whip out my patriotic candles and I burn for freedom. I burn for our country. And I get a little bit of relief from the insanity that's coming from the left. So, Today you can get it 30% off at the Orlando Patriot. Grab yourselves some candles to relieve your stress as we hone into this election and it's becoming more and more stressful. Grab some for your friends, family, even grab some for a liberal or a leftist because they are stressed out too. So 30% off orlandopatriot.com. I'll see you there. Thank you. I really appreciate your help. There are those who takes orders from higher uppers, even though they themselves have been sworn in to protect the country from foreign and domestic. But they follow the orders of their higher uppers. In turn, they end up doing harm to the country that they swore to uphold. We're going to look at a couple of clips showing just that. We'll start with Tucker Carlson explaining to us how the military has been used to go against their own oath to the American people. Before we hit Tucker, let's start backwards to show you how we get from one point to where Tucker ends up. Let's go.
In Eagle Pass, Texas, where just moments ago, Customs and Border Protection cut a hole through the concertina wire that has been stretched by Texas DPS along the border there to allow migrants to come through. It was initially a group of about 60 to 70 people. It swelled to some 300 very, very quickly. Some women and children who were sort of in the middle of the river were picked up by, I guess it would be Texas DPS, because they're running the airboats there up and down the river, and taken out of the water and to safer ground there. But as you can see, as we have watched for the last couple of weeks, the illegal migration across the river into the United States continues with this border crossing in Eagle Pass, seeing thousands of people. And then over the weekend, we set what we believe is a new record of 11,000 people crossing into the United States in a single day. We'll keep an eye on this for you. In the meantime,
¿hacia dónde van?
Miami.
¿A Miami? ¿Qué tal tu tiempo?
Gracias, gracias.
Pues.
This show has confirmed that the Biden administration has enlisted the U.S. military to move illegal immigrants secretly around our country. That is happening at Laughlin Air Force Base in Texas. We know it's happening there because a man called Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Burrows sent his subordinates an email spelling it out very clearly. Quote, over the next few days, weeks, or months, the note began, you may see passenger aircraft on our ramp transporting undocumented non-citizens. Please review the attached public affairs guidance on the issue. Burrows' email then instructed uniformed military personnel to hide what was happening on the base from the country they're sworn to serve. Quote, do not take photographs and refrain from posting anything on social media. Now, Lieutenant Colonel offered no national security justification for keeping any of this secret because there is no national security justification for keeping it from the rest of us. He just told the people who work for him not to talk. Now, we got his email from a whistleblower, and at first we doubted it could be real. During the last administration, you'll remember, the Pentagon firmly refused to protect America's southern border. That's not our job, they said. It's too political. Send us to Syria. And yet, according to this document, here was the very same U.S. military leadership at the Pentagon helping the Biden administration with maximum enforced stealth, with secrecy, to subvert this country's core immigration laws. It was hard to believe that could be happening, but it is happening. The Pentagon has confirmed it to us. Spokesman Chris Mitchell described the flights from Laughlin as non-citizen movement, part of what he called the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's mission. He told us then to direct any further questions to ICE. So we did. We called ICE multiple times. ICE did not deny they were using Laughlin Air Force Base to relocate large numbers of foreign nationals into the interior of our country and do it secretly. The question is, where are all these people going? Several times, ICE promised us additional details, but in the end, we never heard back.
Seen that, heard that, good. Under the Biden administration, the military has been used to literally betray the country that they swore to serve. They're military men, so they follow orders. And so I find it interesting that the media and the press and the left and the progressives are all of a sudden so worried that the military could come into play to help secure our border and to remove this threat that we have that's happening here in the country. We have the services of the military, and it can be put to work. Let's look at a clip of an event that happened about a year or so ago where our military was at the southern border and could not even do their duty, their job. They were overtaken by migrants, and they're standing there, pistols in hand, bullets and guns in hand, but yet stood down as they were trampled upon by the illegals. Our military. Take a look. As the mother of a young military man, my son, my one and only, is currently serving this country in the Navy. I, as a patriotic American who has taken an oath to serve as a citizen and do all that I can to preserve this country. So I am happy to hear that President Donald J. Trump, elect, is going to put the military to work. I'd rather him put the military to work, put my son to work here to protect America here. Let's fix here. And him not go overseas to protect other countries and other nations. I'd rather him be here to protect me, to protect you, to protect Americans. So this is where we are. So I am happy that the president is taking this route to put the military to work for we the people. So, citizens, we've pledged to make our country great again. We've pledged to be good citizens of this country. We've pledged to make our military great again. We've pledged to make morality great again. So thank you very much for taking the time. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. And if you are a citizen who has served and pledged, I say thank you. And if you're a citizen like me, who's a patriot, who works hard to make our country better, wherever it is you are in the spectrum, some of us are here on YouTube, some of us are on the ground, some of us are in the hospital, some of us are in all different spectrums of the society, doing our duty, doing our Christian duty, doing our citizenship duty to make the home that we have here in this country better. So I say thank you. God bless and keep you. Let's talk in the comments. What do you think about President Trump bringing the military out to protect America as opposed to protecting foreign lands? Okay, let's chat it up in the comments again. God bless you and keep you, and I will see you in another video.